Hello everybody and welcome to a very close game I just had of Skaven versus Dark Elf. Not to make excuses, but my opponent hit ready almost right away, which gave me 60 seconds to pick an army. The unit composition isn't exactly what I want, but it's what I could pick in the time. And I think this is the third time on the channel, and all the games were recorded within about a week of each other, where I vanguarded deployed right on top of an enemy. So let's start with that. The Raven's Heralds, these flying Dark Pegasus, yeah, is that what they are? Yeah, Dark Pegasus riding crossbowmen spawned right in the same forest where I was hiding my Gutter Runners with poison. Gutter Runner Slingers with poison. I had 2 units of them, and they are firing up into the trees there. So every time I Vanguard deploy, I end up on top of somebody. The rest of the Dark Elf army, let's start with them. I think I normally start with mine. They have the Chill of Sontar, which is the Regiment of Renown Hydra that has, stay on it, has Frostbite. So when it attacks somebody, it gets -6 to 1 speed. And does it regenerate? It might not. Interesting. The normal Hydra does regenerate to the best of my knowledge. Yeah, I don't think it does. Okay. Nope, it does. Yeah, it does. I had to go to the other screen. A straight line in the front of Dread Spears, which are pretty cheap. They're solid at what they do, which is holding a line. And I mean, compared to basic Skaven spears, they're going to do pretty well. Dark Shards, the Bolt Fiends, which are the upgraded Dark Shards that destroy shields, but I don't have many shielded units I care about. Whole line of Dark Shards. Then we have a Sorceress of Dark with Doombolt, Blade Wind, Chill Wind, and Power of Darkness. So not a bad choice at all. The Skaven infantry, and as a rule, are very low HP, very low leadership. So if you hit them with something like a Chill Wind, they're just going to run. 2 units of Sisters of Slaughter, being led by the Queen of Slaughter, Crone Hellborn herself. There was a while before she was patched where if you put her on her war altar, she was so powerful the tournaments just wouldn't let you play her. She was broken. She was so good. Alright, let's see what I have. Other than those units fighting in the forest, pinging over at the Raven's Heralds, I have Ikit Claw, the mad scientist in a race of mad scientists riding a doom wheel, and he is having a grand old time in the middle. This is his custom doom wheel he built for himself that he is leveling? I don't know. Lovely on is what I think I tried to say. A whole host of spells on him because I took every spell, which you normally shouldn't do because I was trying to pick my army in under a minute. But he does have some cool stuff, like he just popped down a Brass Orb, I believe it's called. It's a little vortex spell that just only killed 3 models, but almost half their health's gone already, and I dropped a Doom Bolt. I think I was going for a Scorch over there somewhere. I tried to bring no artillery this time. I just went with a lot of slingers, so I have another unit of Gutter Runners Slingers with poison over there. I have Skaven Slave Slingers, who are not good enough to be Gutter Runners. I have a unit of Warplock Giselles hiding in the forest, 2 units of Warplock Giselles hiding in the forest. They're so cool. I just love them ever since I played Mark of Chaos. Clan Rats with spears in the back, Clan Rats over here. I have the Council Guard, Albino Storm Vermin, who I found out during this battle are unbreakable, but they're so good. They can't break. They have 90 armor, 28 weapon damage with a bonus versus large. They are great bodyguard units. I did bring the Hell Pit Abomination, and if you those little rat heads on top just like look around and scream, and it's so I feel like it looks different than the last time. I hate it. I hate it so much. Alright, Clan Rat Spears over there, and the Natty Bubo Sharpshooters, which are the shield breaker variant of the, or Regiment of Renown, I should say, of the Warplock Giselle. So 3 in total, and I'm moving them over to start shooting down at these Raven Heralds. Over here, Ikit Claw is just being annoying at the enemy. I want to see if I get any good shots on them. Let's see how it goes. Taking it out of fast forward while I get a good volley into them. Yeah, they're taking a couple decent hits. I tore chunks out of that line of Dread Spears. The Warplock Giselles are beginning to shoot in. They are shielded with bronze shields, so I think that's, what, a 30% chance to resist? If you stop, what are you doing? 31% chance, interesting. But I'm just punching right through them. These guys would be better because they have shield breaker, but I need them to shoot down these Raven Heralds. They haven't lost a model again, but they're down to like half health. And they're circling around looking for a good target. They see these shots come out of the forest, but they don't realize I have all this hiding right there to stop them. And I'm turning around this unit to start taking pot shots into their back. Yeah, good hits now. 5 models dead, but I'm taking fire away from the front. Ikit Claw is moving back in to just drop down some more spells. He's up to 21 kills. Not amazing, but you know, a minute and 45 seconds in the battle's not bad. I'm pulling him back out because I don't want him getting stuck into all that bonus versus large. Gutter Runners took a little bit of damage from that chill wind, but they're in a loose formation and won't do all that much. And the Natty Boobo sharpshooters from this far away are just pinging down that chill of Sontar. It's a battle of evil versus evil, but the Skaven are definitely more evil. I hate them in the lore, but I really like the way they play. I like the way most of the evil factions play. The only reason I play good ones is because I feel bad winning as like Chaos or the Vampires. But my first ever win was with Vampire Coast, I think it was. And, oh, there goes the Gutter Runners. They are completely surrounded. I should have run them out of there. I don't know if I just didn't see that or what. Let's see here. Another Brass Orb popping down. Some nice Skaven Alchemy. Not doing that much damage. I don't know what's going on there. But it's okay. Sisters of Slaughter moving around. They do have a pretty good missile blocks chance and physical resistance of 20%. What's their missile block? Yeah, 20% chance. So it's not amazing, but against like low volume fire, it will be pretty effective at resisting some of it, and some's all you need, really. Hellpit Abomination diving in to fight the Chill of Sontar, taking it down like a hero. It is just crumbling. It's down to a third health already. Hellpit's really beat up too. All this focus fire from Elven Archers coming in, just picking away at him. So I get one last charge into the Dread Spears, and then I just pull him back. I want him to sit behind my lines and get as much regeneration as possible before I need to come in again. Skaven Slaves, yeah, I was able to see from a distance that time without having to wait for the card. Gutter Runners and Skaven Slaves are throwing into the Sisters of Slaughter. Not doing a ton of damage, but if I poison them, they're at least slowed down a little bit. I don't mind if the Skaven Slaves take the charge, but I want to keep those Gutter Runners, and much more especially these guys, out of it. Saw the Chill Wind coming in, tried to move it, didn't work in time. Where is Ikit Claw? Ikit Claw has up to 74 kills rolling around the middle. 77 by the time I finish that sentence. 70, I'm going to stop counting. Ikit Claw is just going on a rampage in the middle, routing all these units pretty much by himself and then charging in to make sure they stay gone. I see these Dread Spears are routing. Move over these Skaven Slave Slingers to start throwing pebbles at them to keep them that way. Get on out of here. You're not welcome in this neighborhood. Over here, I just completely forgot to speak. Over here, Ikit Claw's pulling back. He's getting real beat up. The Natty Boobo Sharpshooters have pretty decent melee defense for a rage unit, but they can't fight Sisters of Slaughter, especially now that Murder's Prowess has popped. Getting some shots into their back. I don't know where they're going. Maybe down here to fight these clan rats. Probably more use up there. Hellpit is just sitting back here, getting his health back. He does have a passive regeneration. It's nothing insane, but it's better than nothing, and that's all I need. Sitting behind these Warplock Jezzails, giving them some... It's a mutually beneficial relationship here. He gets protection while he heals, and if anything charges them, they have to deal with a Hellpit Abomination. But the Raven Heralds didn't route off the map. I can't believe it. They're coming back. But Ikit Claw's up to 101 kills, so the Hydra also came back and routed again, driven off by the brave Gutter Runners, who are just going to throw pebbles at that dinosaur until it runs away. Murder's Prowess is starting to wear off, but Crone Hellborn's up to 62 kills. She is such a beast in melee combat. 420. She's up to 96 melee attack right now, which means that she has a 96% chance to hit. Roughly, it's not quite that. It takes into account all sorts of things, but layman's terms, 96% chance to hit. So she's going to carve through everything and has a bonus versus infantry of something. It disappeared, whatever, doesn't matter. My guy, my Ikit Claw, is up to 135 himself, but I don't know if I lost sight of him or what, because he's now stuck in the middle here. And then he gets attacked by a Hydra in the back. Ikit Claw, 146 kills, but you need to get out of there, buddy. So you can see the arrow I'm putting down on the ground, but he's just not moving. Every time he starts to pull out, he gets another hit from that Chill of Sontar, and he's routing. 383 kills, and there he goes. I've lost my lord. In In a faction like the Skaven that generally just have such low leadership, losing your lord, especially if you don't have a secondary leader on the board, you don't have any heroes to be that leadership buff, it's devastating. Nasty Budo sharpshooters are moving up. Do you have any ammo left? Is that why you're being such silly gooses? Yeah, they're out of ammo. They're just being committed to melee against the War Hydra. That was a bad idea. But that Hydra is so close to being dead. 1,000 health left, and he's at his regen cap. But I'm just, I'm losing fights all over the map. The Helpit's still alive. He's still regenerating. He just needs to regenerate very slowly and over there. The Council Guard, my heroes, my big white weird-looking rats going toe-to-toe with the Sisters of Slaughter. 61 melee defense versus their 44, and they only have 29 melee attack. They are really meant for killing large units. This isn't the fight they want, because the Sisters, they've only lost 2 models, and the Storm Vermin are actually dropping pretty hard. Over here, I haven't been able to quite take the hill. My clan rats are routing, and I think they just shattered. Yeah, they just shattered. They're gone. These gutter runners are fighting, sort of. They're not really oh, they just got whipped in the face. I think the Sisters of Slaughter are hilarious. I mean, they fight with just like chain whips, and they're just running in here, whipping rats in the face to death, which, would probably be a horrific way to go. Get like a hook whip right to the face. It just seems like it shouldn't be as effective as a sword or those giant halberds, my other guys. But Crone Hellborn, she knows what the deal is. She knows real women run to battle with dual swords, not whips. And when she gets in the middle of these gutter runners, it's game over for them. And yeah, she's in the middle, so it's game over for them. They gotta get out of here. They're just gonna run back. That's what you need to do. That War Hydra has 835 hit points, and I can't kill it. Skaven slaves turning around to take some shots, but Ice Breath coming in and just, I was gonna say roasting them, but not roasting. Just, I don't know. Freezing them? Freezing them, that's the word. 791. Oh, okay, they're done. They had a nice idea, though. Natty Boobo sharpshooters are moving in to beat them to death with the shields, and it's not going to work. They're going to rout just by getting close, I think. It does cause fear and terror. Huge leadership penalties. But I've kind of accepted that I'm not going to be able to hold the fight on this side of the map. I'm instead reforming my line. I have a little pocket of strength going in the forest here. Emerging, charging, ready to be heroes. The Unbreakable Council Guard are among the number there. These Skaven slaves were able to shatter the Sisters of Slaughter. As they came back in, they got whipped in the face with rocks and decided to go home instead. These gutter runners are just going so fast. They do have the scurry away mechanic, which gives them plus 12 speed if they're running. If their leadership is high, they don't want to. If they're ready to run away, they sprint off the board, which makes them 46 versus 48. Yeah, they're able to run away. They turn around, they might get one volley off, but since I think it's close, they're just going to shatter again, which is unfortunate. But the winged rats arrive, coming down the mountainside to come save the day over there. The Skaven slave slingers I broke off to go up here because the dark shards are moving through the forest. These guys are hiding. They can't shoot, they're just looking intimidating, but I might be able to use them to, I don't know, block or chase or something. Down here, the Chilosantar 651. Gutter runners was... Okay, it's shattered. It's finally going off the board. After all of that, it's finally just gonna run away. My Hell Pit Abomination, only 16 kills, which is really just unfortunate. Running into the middle of these Sisters of Slaughter and just having a ball. Slapping back and forth. He has some penalty there that keeps disappearing. It's not what I want to have him in the middle of this fight, because he might rout. Oh yeah, there he goes. He's starting to rout. He's so beat up and he couldn't get all his regen back. Maybe I should have held him back longer, but yeah, that's no good. He's just flailing around, too scared. He got whipped in the face too much. He wants to go home. So he's going to have to go home, but I don't think he's getting there. Crone Hellborn again. She took out Ikit. She killed the Hell Pit. She is just a master of the day. But my Council Guard over here, I decided to add them to this fight as well because they wouldn't rout. These guys moving in, just kind of whacking them with the shields, doing what they can, but these guys coming in from the front, pinning down these dark shards. Okay, and they've all shattered. So now my whole front flank is secured. There are the Sisters of Slaughter and Crone Hellborn. I have 436 troops on the field to their... Oh, yeah, as I open it up, I lose 3 more. 27 enemies left to my 433. And it's amazingly still a very even fight according to the balance of power. My units are so beat up. These guys have no ammo left. These guys both have about half. I should have these gutter runners. They have a little bit left, which all accounts for the balance of power. Okay, the Sisters of Slaughter are routing from the field, which means just Crone Hellborn is left. I'm sending these clan rats with spears in to make sure they run away, but they might just rout. They're so hurt, and if they get away from their friendly troops, they might just decide to leave. So this is all that's left. Crone Hellborn and a bunch of rats. I'm going to hit fast forward for a little bit, and I will talk about some of the strategies I had in this giant mob fight. So at first, I'm just trying to pin her down and do as much damage as I can with just my troops in hand-to-hand. But I swiftly realize as she slaughters my entire army by herself with less than half health are left. She's up to Crone Hellborn, where's your thing? 233 kills. And then I realize I can't beat her in a fight. My Council Guard, I have 19 models left. Like, that's all I have really for melee. It's not going to work. I have to take a new strategy. So, well, I tried to pull these guys back and then they ran away. But I'm going to just surround her and form a firing line. So they're popping shots in from this side, and I'm just going to let this play because I just keep splitting off my units in different directions. She can only chase one. And if she's chasing one, she's not chasing all the others so they can turn around. Turns a chase by Council Guard, and then I have these guys throwing in from the trees. Is this cheap? I'm sure. But it's the only way I could possibly win. And now I am still engaging. I feel like I'm being fair. Council Guard, I was a feint. I think I had them charge in and then pull back. These guys, I had them stop in the hill and then run away. And then again, I mean, they got caught, but I have enough here to stop her. And then everyone else charges in, and I won. Oh my god, Crone Hellborn is such a beast, especially on foot. On her War Altar, she gets a massive bonus, and I think like a passive damage to enemy troops or something like that. It's something insane. They had to take it out of the game because it could kill whole units just by accident. Or I think they changed that ability around. But on foot, it's harder to target her. I had to target down like the Chilo Santar, which didn't die till the end of the game instead. And while that was all going on, Crone Hellborn racked up over 300 kills in that fight. It was absurd. But by using some Skaven trickiness at the end, I was able to pull it out. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I know I certainly enjoyed playing it. I sort of had a heart attack halfway through. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all later.